Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. My name is Yev, and today I want to show you the newest gaming Hall effect magnetic keyboard from Gateron brand. This is GT60 PRO, and I assume this is a first esport game mechanical keyboard from this brand, from Gateron. So let's open the box, let's assemble the keyboard, let's do a performance testing, let's do a game test, let's do a sound test, and let's check, does it make sense? Is it something new on the market or not? Stay tuned. Okay, Gateron GT60 PRO. Here you go. In the first box we have a PCB sandwich assembled. From the PCB point of view, I can see one main chip, and Gateron is saying that this is the most high performance chip what you can find in the keyboard or on the keyboard's PCB. And also we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 8 chips across the board to support a refresh rate and pooling rate, so you can get 0.1 millisecond delay, which is crazy fast. It's faster than you can react in real life. The case itself is a pretty solid. Check this out. You have all these signs on top left and right corners of the case. Also check this out, the pattern on the left and on the right side looks amazing actually, and bottom side as well. And you can place it anywhere of this side or on that side, right? So basically you have a choice to put the strap on the left side of the keyboard or maybe on the right. And this is a great solution. You can organize differently your desktop if you need this for the left hand or for the right hand. Okay, here you go. Let me show you closer so you know how it should look like at the end, right? We have silicone gasket in the corners. We have this for the screw, and we have on the bottom and the upper side. In total it should be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 gaskets, and 4 in the middle part on top of the metal pins. So now we're ready to put the PCB sandwich inside the case. Okay, and just screw it together. This is how the PCB should look like internally in a case itself, right? From the switches point of view, today we will have a magnetic Jade PRO switch. Per my opinion, the best switches on the market anyway. And by the way, we have a south facing RGB. So this keyboard supports side printed legends. On the keycaps, I mean. Okay, here you go. This is how this keyboard should look with the switches inside. And now let's go and apply some keycaps. And today I have this also KEYSME cherry profile keycaps. It's all coming together in one set from Gateron, so you don't need to, you can, but you don't need to try to, order these different parts from different suppliers. And today we will have one, KEYSME Force style. And this keycap set is side printed, double shot PBT, right? So the proper keycaps with a military theme. But let's see how it looks all together. Okay, here you go. Now we have a fully assembled keyboard, GT60 PRO from Gateron, and it seems KEYSME. Maybe it's a co-brand, maybe it's a branding for the keyboard from Gateron, I don't know. You can leave a comment under this video and share your knowledge. But in general, this keyboard looks amazing. You see, side printed legends, double shot PBT keycaps, 60% layout, this nylon strap with adjustable position, USB port, and in general look like a real weapon, right? But now, of course, let's do a sound test first. Okay, you heard the sound and it's pretty muted and calm and silent, right? But pleasant, except these stabilizers required some tuning, but otherwise it's pretty pleasant to type. Now let's try this FR4 options. Let's see how it will sound with this switch plate. Okay, this one sounds a little bit better. I don't know if you can hear the difference. I definitely can, but while I'm disassembling and assembling the PCB sandwich, I am noticed that we have a screw-in stabilizers, and the stabilizers were not pre-lubed, and that's why sound was so awful. So I just added a little bit of lubricant inside the stubs, and now it sounds just good. Okay, I can select the key. We have 2 millimeters and rapid trigger 0.2. We can change. This is a place where we can change this, but let's leave it as is for now. And some top and bottom save. I'm looking where I can change actually pulling rate from 4K to 8K, etc. Okay, I can see pulling rate 8K, good. Now we can go to the keyboard inspector and using my tool try to test pulling rate. Here you go, we have some spikes on a 4K, which means that it's not always 8K. We have a bigger amount at the beginning of the graph, which means that a lot of presses are much slower than 8K. And we have this small spike on the right side. So theoretically, this keyboard really can show 8K as it mentioned in a pulling rate settings. Also in advanced key function settings, you can use this as OCD, DKT, MPT, MT, and all other abbreviation what is just possible to use for the games, right, or gaming. And everything else is a technical parameters where you can choose a switch and do kind of optimization for the switch, but I don't think it's really doing anything. Okay guys, now let's do a gaming test, right? Let me calibrate my test tool. So on the left side of the screen, you can see that we have several options. So I'm going to test each of them. We have fast mode, we have game mode, and we have extreme mode. And this is a reset to default. Let's start from the default settings. Let's see what will be on a wall as a holes pattern, right? So let me place a mouse and let me switch on test. Fast mode. No changes, right? You see that the same pattern what it was by default, so changing from 2 millimeters to 1 millimeter doesn't change anything. Let's switch to game mode. Also, I cannot see any changes, to be fair with you. Let's do extreme mode. No changes. So actuation point doesn't change anything from the accuracy point of view. Okay guys, I'm not sure how to properly set this keyboard through this driver. Maybe you know, so you can help me in the comments under this video so I can do another test with your suggestions. But for now, I don't think so that this is the best implementation of actuation point and rapid trigger together. And for sure, this driver is super confusing. So again, we'll wait for your comments under the video. Okay guys, so what do you say about this keyboard? From how it made, it's great. Case, PCB itself, switches, keycaps, all of them, just perfect. But if to be real, we are talking about only PCB. Everything else I can buy whatever I want, I even can print by myself. So PCB, price of this PCB is $110. I purchased it from official Gateron site, and you know, 110 bucks for the PCB. You will need another 30-40 bucks for the case, the cheapest one. You will need another 20-40 bucks for the keycaps. You will need some foams inside, and it will be like 200 plus. My price in total for this kit from their official site, more than 300 bucks. Does it make sense to buy this keyboard for 300 bucks? For me, yes, because this is a FR4 plate, support and perfect sound. You know, as a fan of the mechanical keyboards, I really enjoy this model, because this is a really new word in mechanical keyboards, and it's always hard to say new word in this area, right? But for you guys who are looking just for the performance point of view, for competitive gaming, you saw the driver. Driver is awful. From the performance point of view, it's the same 8K pulling rate. You will never recognize the difference from this 0.125 to 0.1. It's unrealistic. So this is marketing. You don't need this. And for you, who is looking for the budget version of gaming mechanical keyboard to be able to be competitive with other players, you have MET 68HE, right? Or 60HE, which is price, what, 35 bucks altogether? And you comparing with the 300 bucks of this version. So no, for those who looking for the budget by high performance mechanical keyboard, gaming esport mechanical keyboard, this is no. But if you have the budget, if you have extra money and you want something new, something good, something unique, yes, this is for you, just to try.